Husky fans, welcome into episode number 7 of NIU Weekly. I am Andy Garcia, alongside the Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics at NIU, Sean T. Frazier. Sean, we've been waiting a long time. It's good to see you. I hope you and the family are healthy. It's game week. NIU and Buffalo next Wednesday night. A lot of work has gone into this, a lot of patience. The coaches, the players, everyone's been great. You've been a big part of this. I hope everything is getting prepared, everything ready as we get Husky Stadium set up for a Wednesday night NIU Buffalo football game.
Yeah, it's great. It's interesting. It's all coming together. Knock on wood. Little that. COVID is definitely answering the bell. We anticipated that with our medical experts telling us that there's going to be an increase. But you know what? The kids are upbeat. The coaching staff is upbeat. The staff, a lot of hoops that we have to jump through. I love what I see with our game protocols and communications with people. This is game week. Everyone get fired up. Folks, get ready. I know a lot of hitting going on, a lot of things happening in preparation. So I'm excited for them. I really am.
And again, you may not be able to make it if you're doing the cutouts, if you register for the cutouts for the first game, but it's still an opportunity. You get the cutouts, you see yourself at Husky Stadium on TV, and looking forward to that. We also want to mention, before we get to have on head football coach Thomas Hammock this week to get ready for Buffalo, but I want to mention what a successful week of giving last week was, Sean. Over 600 donors that gave more than $320,000 to the student athletes that you asked for, and the fans heard you, and they responded in a huge way.
I'm just going to just start bowing right now. First of all, we kicked it out of the park, and the money's still rolling in. We actually haven't stopped the campaign. It's actually a campaign for Huskies Invest. We did that because in lieu of putting together a COVID-19 relief fund, this is our COVID-19 relief fund in Huskies Invest, the campaign. So I got to say, it's blown me away. The reaction, the engagement, thank you so much. Husky Nation came big time. They just knocked the door down. And to see the generosity, to see the support, to see the impact that our young people are going to have because of the generosity, I'm blown away. I'm not surprised. I'm going into my 8th year, finishing up my 7th year, my 8th season. And I will tell you that every year has gotten better. We've grown it every year. And this is the year we even needed it more than normal because of the pandemic, because of COVID-19. But I got to say, thank you so much, because this was a huge lift that our supporters, our donors, they just stepped up, Andy. They stepped up.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And we really appreciate that.
And you mentioned it. This is not over. If you have not donated and you still want to, HuskyAthleticFund.com or call 815-753-1923 during normal business hours, or always at HuskyAthleticFund.com. Again, over 600 donors with $320,000 more than that. And as Sean said, they're still counting it. So we have to say thank you to all the Husky fans. And, man, they step up when we need it. And what a year. What a year, Sean.
You're talking about stepping up when we need it, stepping up when folks and things look bleak. But this is the spirit of Husky Nation. This is what we do. So not surprising, but so happy. Folks are dealing with a lot of personal stuff on their own with COVID-19, but to give a part of themselves, to continue to support on this level, damn, that's the real stuff. And I appreciate that. No question about it.
Yeah, it's great. Again, you're watching the NIU Weekly on the YouTube channel, NIU Athletics. Get on there and subscribe. You'll see a lot of what we've done in the past with NIU Weekly, but some great stuff. Recap the Alabama game, recap Central Michigan game back in '98. You can see all of that. It's online right here, NIU Athletics on the YouTube channels. We bring in the Huskies head football coach. We talked offense 2 weeks ago with offensive coordinator Eric Eidsness. We talked defense last week with Derek Jackson, but let's bring in Thomas Hammock as we get ready for NIU and Buffalo on Wednesday night. Coach, it's great to see you, and I've had a couple opportunities now to see the team out in practice and see what they look like going into the year. I know I'm ready. Sean's ready. I know you're ready. Is the team ready for Buffalo?
Yeah, I think these guys, we practiced extremely hard over the last 3 weeks. And it started to get a little chippy over the weekend. And guys they're competitive. They want to win. We got a point system where we grade every practice. And there's some give and take. And the offense started to, find their footing toward the end. And but these guys are ready to play another opponent. So we're anxious to get into our preparation for Buffalo. A quality opponent. I think one of the better teams in the MAC with what they have coming back. So it'll be a great litmus test for us. What a great opportunity to keep your focus. They got a great back. They have a great wide receiver. They got 2 really good defensive ends, and we got to bring our A game. And with a bunch of young guys, I know they'll be excited. They'll bring the energy, and we're gonna let it fly.
Overall, for your team, what I've seen in practice is you got more height. You got taller as a team, and the talent's there. The speed is there. Now we just got to see how that all works out.
Rarely do you bring in a freshman class and you become a bigger football team. But that's exactly what we did. We bigger at each level, and it's something that's exciting because from a physicality standpoint, these guys don't look like typical freshmen. And so, and then when you get out to the practice field and you watch them perform and you watch them compete, and you watch how physical they play, these guys are a little bit better than probably we thought. So, which is exciting. I mean, it gives us an opportunity. And the one thing about it is, when guys line up November 4th, they would have earned the right to be out there because we didn't hand anybody anything. And we graded each and every rep that guys were out there. And I couldn't be more excited where we're at as a team. Now we got to go out there and play and play well and play mistake-free. And we talked about playing clean football. How clean can we play? How well can we tackle? Can we protect the ball? Do the little things right, finishing through the echo of the whistle. Those are the things that's going to determine the type of team that we have in the shortened season.
Sean?
Yeah, so, Coach, one thing you have done, which I've been really impressed with, you've definitely led by example when it comes to the hard way because every practice has been out in the elements. I know that for yours truly. Had to brave the sideline to watch during the rain and the wind and everything else. So talk to me about the toughening up now. You've got, that was all a part of you. It's no question about that. But also, too, it's almost like the players really they wanted that battle cry. Talk a little bit about that toughness and that situational stuff that's going on and the flow of your practice. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I learned a valuable lesson last year. We went out and had an excellent game against Akron, and I was feeling good as a coach, and I think the team was feeling good. It got a little cold. We went indoors for a week, and then we went out and played Central Michigan. And, I learned a valuable lesson. I mean, Coach Novak used to say it all the time. If you're going to play in the North Atlantic, you need to train in the North Atlantic. And I got soft. I got cold. My fingers got cold. My toes got cold. And so I'm not going to let that happen again. We're going to embrace everything. It was raining one day hard. It was wind, 30-mile-per-hour wind, good. Snow, good. So we're going to embrace all of those situations. So we're not going to be surprised when it rains, when it snows, when it's windy. We're going to know exactly how we need to play and the style of play that we need to go out there and play with in the elements. And I think now I've made so many jokes about it with the players that they've embraced it. They know every day we're going to be outside unless somebody from the training staff says it is detrimental to be out there in the elements. We will find a way. But we're certainly excited. We got a great facility for all the recruits, the Yorton Center and the Chesed. Those are fantastic facilities for us. But, planned in November, December, we want to make sure we're fully prepared for it.
Your offense starts with Ross Bowers, a quarterback who now has been in the system now for 2 years. I know the running backs, and we're excited to see what Aaron Collins can do and some of the other running backs that maybe these fans have not seen quite yet on the field. But where have you seen Bowers improve that you're hoping from season one as you get ready for season two?
Yeah, I think I've seen him improve with an understanding of he don't have to go out there and win the game by himself. We got playmakers that can go out there and make plays for him. he needs to manage the offense and get guys lined up, get them in position, and deliver the ball in the spots that they need to be delivered. Obviously, you guys have my coordinators on the last 2 weeks. They gave out all the information, typical, coordinators. I try to hold things a little bit more tight to the vest. But I think we got some playmakers on offense that can make plays, and it's exciting. We had a young man go 97 yards the other day in practice in a live situation, which that would be some type of record, I would assume, in the game. So we've hit them. We've been physical on both sides of the ball. So, we going into the game ready, not like, oh, let's take care of this guy. We want to make sure everybody has earned the right to be out there. And I think Bowers has done a great job growing as a leader, growing as a commander of the offense. He can get guys lined up. We may have some young receivers out there playing. Hey, we need you to be in a tightened split, or we need you to be extended, whatever the case may be. He can handle the checks. And so we feel confident that, if we can keep him upright and feeling good in the pocket, that he can deliver the ball. And then obviously we got a run game that can go with him.
Sean?
So talk to me a little bit about, the position group that's made some significant gains right now for you. We heard your coordinators, and you're right, they gave up a little bit too much, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm with you on that. But maybe from a head coaching standpoint, what do you like? You see it all. You got it all in front of you. Talk to us a little bit. Give the fans a little bit of a teaser going into the game.
I think, over the course of the offseason, I asked my coach, what was the best position that we recruited, top to bottom. And when you break it down, you start to identify the players. And I think we got – tough question. I think we got 3 or 4 positions that we really knocked it out the park. I think the defensive line, we were able to knock it out the park. I think the secondary, we were able to knock it out the park. I think the backfield, we added some talent. So, I asked them, and you can ask 5 different guys to get 5 different answers, which to me is a great thing. And obviously, in a recruiting process, you try to get as much information as you can on the type of young man you want to bring in the program and their work ethic and toughness. And I really feel good about the way these guys have come in here, handled the pandemic, handled all the situations that was thrown. Are we playing? Are we not playing? Just a resilient bunch. And I'm having a blast coaching them. This may be the most fun I've had coaching in a long time. And I think we got a group of men that's bought in, that's ready to work, ready to handle any adversity that we know the football season will bring. But they're putting the work in to try to improve.
Well, one group I'd love to coach would be the linebackers, because they're legit veterans. There's linebackers out there that probably got playing time last year, coach, that are going to have a hard time getting on the field at the beginning just because of the talent that you have coming back. And it seems like that linebacker core, you mentioned the D-line and the safeties, but the linebackers to me are the core of that defense, because they're going to set up that D-line, and they're going to have to help the safeties. There's not a lot of experience back there. Hansen, number 7, the safety. Kid looks like he's 6'6" out there, but hopefully you see him a lot. But it just seems like that linebacker core is the key to that defense.
Well, I was trying to keep something in my hip pocket. I said 3 or 4 positions, and I only listed 3. But obviously we feel good about the linebackers. We got some guys coming back that have experience in Cal Pugh and Lance DeBow. Nick Routine has really taken a big jump from last year. You're talking about a young man that was a walk-on that wound up playing and starting 6 games for us last year. And then we got some young players, man. I'm trying to temper my expectations, my enthusiasm. That's an excellent word. But I think we got some young guys that's going to, force us to, find ways to get them on the field. And that's exciting for us. It gives us depth, especially with a short season. These guys are going to gain valuable experience and depth, and still get their year back, which is, to me, now you got some. Now my job becomes tough, right? The roster management aspect, and making sure we got the right people in our program.
Let's talk about Buffalo. You mentioned a little bit of what they bring to the table. How long have you been working just on Buffalo so far in the preseason? And you mentioned some things, and it seems like they're still deciding on what quarterback they're going to go to. They have 2 quarterbacks. I'm sure they'll decide soon on that. But you've mentioned some of the keys about Buffalo. When did you start looking at the Bulls, and what are the keys to the game?
Well, as a staff, we broke them down early in the process. We haven't installed it with the players yet. I actually got a team meeting here in a couple of minutes that we start talking about Buffalo. But to me, I didn't want it to get old. You know, sometimes you can overtrain and over prepare for your first opponent. I really like the competition aspect that we had in training camp, offense and defense. So we wanted to stick with that as long as possible. But Buffalo has a very strong team. You know, I think they graduated a couple offensive linemen, so they're going to have some new guys up front. They got a good defense. They lose the safety, who's a good player. But, you know, we're going to start installing it. We got, about 10 days of preparation, which is an extended period of time, and I think we'll match up well against them.
Sean?
Yeah, no, I think that's well said. You know, what does it mean to have a cross-divisional game before we go in? You know, no one's done this, right? This is all new for us. But from your psyche and your game management and all the quality controls that you guys are putting in from a scheme standpoint, what does that mean? Does that mean anything, hitting the cross-divisional before you get into it? Does that help you? Does it hurt you? Give us a little inside the baseball.
I think it's a great opportunity, and this is why. You play on one of the best teams in the conference. You know, a team that's, probably, preseason, people think they're going to win the MAC. Well, number one, it provides an excellent opportunity to see where we stand, to see how we compare against them. I mean, they've been in their situation a couple of years and built their roster up. We in the infancy stages of building our roster up. And so, to me, for our players, we go out there and we win, great. If we do not win, it really doesn't affect, trying to get to our end goal of getting to Detroit. Because one thing that matters is if you win every division opponent, you will have an opportunity to play for a championship. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like an NFL. You play a crossover game, but really the teams on your side of the division are the most important. Mm-hmm. Those count for a game and a half, as I look at it, because you got the head-to-head battle, and you can put yourself above them. So what a great opportunity against a very quality football team with great players. And, we're going to play loose, we're going to play free, and we're going to let it fly.
Yeah, I think it's an advantage being at home to start out, too. Having Buffalo come to us, Husky Stadium, again, no fans, but I just think home field advantage could be key in that first game. I know you're pumped. The road to Detroit starts Wednesday night, November 4th, taking on Buffalo. And action is here, Coach. I appreciate the time and really look forward to it. And I know we're really looking forward to you taking on the Bulls.
Appreciate it. Go Huskies.
All right. That's the Huskies head football coach, Thomas Hammock. We're all pumped. We're all ready. I mean, he can barely hold it in. He wants to talk about all day the team, but now he gets to show it against a good Buffalo team on Wednesday night, Sean. And again, no fans in the stands, but I know there's going to be a lot of support. We got the cutouts. Did you get the cutout ready? Are you in the cutouts now? Are you all set?
Yeah. So me and Rosa, she has hers. Actually, she looks a lot better, actually stunning than I do, as you could imagine, right? So she's got her cutout. I got mine. So yeah, we got our stuff in. We had some fun with the cutouts. I won't give too much away, but you're going to laugh when you see it.
So NIUHuskies.com. If you can still get in on the cutout program, maybe we won't make it for the first game, but you got a couple other games at home and be a part of it at Husky Stadium. I want to mention one more thing too, Sean, because with the football game less than a week away now, there's a great way to stay with the latest information, not just here on YouTube, but also the NIU Huskies mobile app. Go to the App Store on your phone, download the free mobile app. It's like having a game program right on your phone. With links to team rosters, the radio broadcast. You can hear yours truly with Bill Baker and Mark Lindo, and there's much more. So get the NIU Huskies mobile app, a great way to follow the Huskies on your phone.
No question about it. That's the kind of stuff, quite frankly, for engagement right now in this COVID world that we live in. Those types of things keep that engagement and that excitement. So yeah, go out and get it. No question about it.
Really looking forward to Wednesday night. I know you are too. A lot of work has gone into it like we've talked about, but finally get on the field, NIU and Buffalo on Wednesday night. Sean, great show, and I'm really looking forward to these 6 games. Hope everything goes well, and can't wait to see you on Wednesday night.
Me too, Andy. Thank you so much. Be safe now.
Again, subscribe to the NIU Athletics page right here on YouTube, and you can get all information, including the next NIU Weekly will be next week. For Sean T. Frazier and Husky head football coach Thomas Hammock, I'm Andy Garcia saying thank you for watching NIU Weekly. We'll talk to you next week. Go Huskies.